One of the most important steps in your payday routine is to actually close out your budget after you have completed the paycheck period that you were budgeting for. And the reason why this is important is because you're able to actually go in and look at how you spent your money, any bills that were paid or weren't paid, if it was over budget, under budget, and you can get a real-time glimpse of actually how you did for that pay period, and if you need to make changes for the next budget coming up. I know that a lot of people get very frustrated with budgeting because they say that it doesn't work, and a lot of the times it's because we are not expense tracking and we're not going back to check up on our budgets or closing it out and doing a check-in. It's a whole process, okay? So in today's video, I am going to be closing out my last paycheck budget. I have just been paid again, and so it's important for me to review what happened in the last pay period and see if I need to make any changes for the upcoming budget. So let's get into it. All right, so usually I like to use color pens that will tell me just by view if I was under budget, over budget, or right on track. So I am closing out the budget that I did for my January 31st paycheck. And I've already done a 1 week check-in, so some of this stuff is already completed, okay? So let's jump into it. All right, so looking here, I did start the pay period out in my bill account, or completed. What I actually did receive was a total of $1,877.09. And in the fixed expenses area, my tithes, I did give that. My mortgage, I have half of my mortgage going to another account, but I like to just put it here because I pay it. Sirius XM did come out. That was $7.27. Spectrum did come out. That's on Autopay as well for $143.52. And then Hulu came out $2.99. And then ADT did come out for $59.99. Let me stop and say happy Valentine's Day. If you are watching this video today, the day that it posts, I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day to you and your loved ones, all of my besties. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here with me always. And if you're watching this maybe the day after or another day, I want to say happy belated Galentine's Day to all of my girlies. I hope that you guys are feeling the love today for real, okay? Just know that Budget Treasures loves you for sure. So I just want to stop and say that. I forgot. I was like, it's Valentine's Day. And then also, I also forgot to let you guys know what amount I'm looking for. So there's going to be two amounts, okay? So usually I do this in the beginning of the actual paper, so just know that this happens before. I just forgot to do it if you are new here. So I am looking for, I ended last night in my account with $807.55, okay? However, what I might get from this budget is a total of $650.10. And the reason why is because I had some charges that's pending today, but it's on this budget. I hope that makes sense. I paid it yesterday, but it didn't come out until this morning. So instead of me going to my new budget, I'm just leave it all the same. So I'm looking for either one of these amounts once I am done here. That'll let me know how well I did on this budget, okay? All right. let's get back to the bills. So water, this was something that I paid yesterday. My water bill is actually due in March and I paid it early. So it was $76.18, and solar was $81.49. This is due at the end of the month, but the bill was available, so I went ahead and paid it. And then gas, my utility gas was $89.46. This was also due in the beginning, I'm sorry, at the end of the month as well, but I paid it now. So also, I didn't check my electricity bill, but because of the state that I'm in right now, as I always say, whenever my bills become available, I pay them right away. Like, I don't wait and, say, okay, I'm gonna wait to the closer the date. I just pay it immediately. So if my electric bill is due in my new budget, I will be making sure that I pay that bill as well, okay? So one thing that I have learned, if you are in a season where your finances are a little bit different, if you're unemployed or laid off like me, I pay my bills ahead of time. Like, I have made a habit of paying my bills as soon as I get them, because it gives me a peace of mind to do that. And the last thing that I need is more stress in being unemployed, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm taking my bill tracker to check all of the bills that have been paid. So water, like I stated, this is due in March and I have already paid it, so I'm going to put a check mark there. Life insurance for February, it hasn't come out yet. The gym hasn't come out yet. Car insurance hasn't come out yet, but I did pay my solar bill. I paid my gas bill. Court is on Autopay. And Netflix has been paid. I haven't really gotten to the variable expenses yet, but yeah, so I just want to take care of that bill tracker. Okay, so now I had originally budgeted for $213.77 for bills, but now I'm going to tally up the actual amount that I spent in bills for this pay period. So it's a total of $460.90. So essentially I was over budget, but it's okay because, I'm paying bills. $460.90. So then that leaves me with, if we started with 1877 and 09, and then we subtract 460 and 90 cents, we get $1,416.19. All right, now we're going down to my variable expenses, and for groceries, I did take out money for groceries. I took out $100, and I actually still have that $100. So in my current budget that I'm doing right now, I stated that, I wasn't going to take anything out, which is true. And that is because I still have the $100 from this pay period. So I guess I could put 0, but it's okay because I'm just going to use it for the new pay period if I need to use it, but I still have it. Gas, I paid $114.48. This is gas from my car. And then I did not take any money out for my grandbaby. So we're just gonna put 0. And I didn't buy her anything like a gift. That's probably bad, but that's because I got a lot going on, okay? So she all right. She don't know. Anyway, so there we go. Apple is, I did go ahead and pay my Apple bill, and the reason why it's down here instead of up here is because this was food. One day it was a Sunday, and it was right after our fast, and I wanted to eat good, and I ate good. So this is how much I spent. I just rounded it up. All right. So let's add all of the variable expenses up. So 282.48. So we actually came under budget in this area. 282.48. So now I take what was left over, $1,416.19, and then I subtract 282.48, and I get $1,133.71. So $1,133.71. All right, so now we're up in the area of my savings goals. And first, let me write this here. 113,371. So I did take out $82 for ADT, and that was paid. I took out 30 for household, 30 for toiletries, 20 for medical, 50 for nail shop, 20 for skincare. I did send 150 over for my vehicle registration, and I took $100 out. So this came in right on budget for 82. So now I'm going to take 1133.71, and I'm going to subtract 482, and this will let me know what we close with. So 651.71, which is this right here, the 650. So let's see, we're under it. Okay, yes, 651.71. And I said I was either looking for 807.55, which is what I close with, or 650.10, because sorry, getting tongue tied. Because some of these weren't taken out. So per the budget, right? Per the account, let me say that. If I add to the 651.71, I'll have to add $68, and then I'll have to add, let me make sure I don't remember if it was solar or gas, which one that didn't come out automatically. Let me check that so I can be, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Oh my goodness. Get to the bag, girl. Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm taking a long time. Let me get this up. Hold on. I gotta log into my account. I don't like logging in the computer because it takes longer. Okay. So what is currently pending right now is the 68 and then, yeah, the gas, the 89.46. So 809.17 is, so I'm off some change. I'm not, you know, let's see. Let's break out the expense tracker. Now I did get a 1 cent interest payment. I got a 1 cent interest payment, y'all. Let's see if I got everything correct when I look at all, even though, you know, I'm pretty spot on, but I like to be to the penny. So let me see something. Let me see something. Let's looky here. All right. I don't mean to smack. Let's see. So 81.49, that was correct. 76.18, that's correct. Oh, my nose. My names. 299 is correct. Spectrum 143.52 is correct. And then 727. Hold on. I don't know why it's off a couple cents. Y'all know me. In a second, if I don't find it, we just going with it. If I don't find it, we just going with it. Oh, child. Let me tell you what Apple did. Not Apple. Was it Apple? No. So you guys may not remember, but I had a Capital One payment last, and I don't know why this is not on my expense tracker. How did I miss that? Okay, hold on. Let me write this, because this is the discrepancy right here, and I need to call them. So this was an auto pay, okay? So my payment on my Capital One, whenever I use the Capital One credit card, is on the 13th of every month. But if you guys have been here, then you know that I had $1.62 that was used on the Capital One because I had got some points and I wanted to use my points. But what I bought was $1.62 more. So I was like, you know what, it's fine, whatever, I'll pay it. So $1.62. You will see on the last pay, I paid on the last budget, I paid that $1.62. Where was it? It was on that A+ budget. I paid the $1.62, right? I have auto pay set up on my credit cards for a reason that I really don't want to get into. It's just because I'm working on my credit and I'm working on my borrowing power, and that's one of the things that you need to do when you're trying to get like credit limit increases and stuff like that. Like, it's a whole thing. Anyway, so I have auto pay set up on my credit cards, even though I don't rely on auto pay because I'm already strategically making my payments the way that I make them and using it the way that I use it, etc. Because I have auto pay set up, it auto paid and took out the payment. Now, I know this is why a lot of people don't like auto pay, but you know, even though it was already paid, so I'm going to need to call them and let them know, hey, why did you take this payment when I had already paid the bill, right? So that was a long story that you probably didn't want, but I think that's the discrepancy. So when I subtract, here, the 162, 807.55, 807.55. Y'all don't know how happy that makes me. Like, remember you guys when I used to be like getting D's and F's and I never closed it out right? This is why expense tracking. I am an expense tracking girly, okay? So basically, yeah, I need to call them. So I'm going to call them today to figure out why that happened. And it shouldn't happen because, especially because I'm being strategic in what I'm doing. I don't want to get off in a tangent in what I'm doing because that's like a whole video on its own for me to explain it and make it make sense, etc. So all I'm going to say is I just need to call them and let them know they better not do that again, because if I already made the payment, why are you still taking the payment? Because I already made the payment. Anyway, 807.55, which is what I screenshot last night, what was in my account. So this is another A+ budget. What? A++. What? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, I did it again, you guys. Can you believe that I actually closed out the budget again on point? That expense tracking, I'm trying to tell you, it will change your life. A++. And it was this, which was actually in my account. And then this is not gonna add up right, but I have forgot the $1.62, so which should have been on the actual expense tracker, and that was something that I did or noticed yesterday when I looked into my account. Okay, so we are all G-double-O good here. And just don't be scared of autopay. That does not happen often, and so please, I don't want people to be like, see, that's why I don't use autopay. Autopay is a good thing. It rarely happens, and I'm just gonna call them. Maybe with Capital One, that's just how they do. I don't know. I had literally just turned Capital One's autopay on a couple of days prior. So I've never experienced a double payment with any of my other auto pays that I have set up, and I have a lot of them set up. I even have them set up with all my credit cards. I was even shocked that I didn't have it set up with Capital One, but it's because I don't really use that card. And I tried to get a credit limit increase, and they were like, nope, because you don't use the card. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm working on, you know, all the things that you need to work on in order to get a credit limit increase. And one of the things that you should do that I find that works, and I got it from Shonda Martin, which is the GOAT to me, and that's cutting on auto pay. So if you want a video about that, please let me know. I'm not going to do a video because I'm no expert, but I will put the video out where I learned how to get a credit limit increase, because it worked on all my other cards. It just didn't work on that one because I don't use it. And you know, so anyways, that is pretty much everything for this video. This is my closeout video, and this is the second closeout in a row where I have closed it out great. And until next time, I hope you guys have such a great time tonight. If you're watching this video today, if you're watching it tomorrow, I hope you had a great time. But I will see you in the next video. Go be great, besties. Peace out.
You special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it.